Hello! Reaching out from the north across the world. You are watching the Kofi Sam channel. This is Kofi. I am Sam. If you are here, then you're welcome.
And if you're not here, where are you? What are you doing?
And how are you getting this message? We really would like to know. So, welcome along to our very first stream. You may have seen from our social media, we're going to be playing Jedi Fallen Order, the Star Wars game. I know very little about this game.
This is a game I played about a year ago, I guess. I loved it. I barely beat it. Very, very near thing. But Sam has played a lot of Dark Souls. So, Sam's the one who's going to play it today, and we're going to see if he does any better than I do.
And let's see. You never
Gauntlet's
know.
thrown.
Miracles have happened before. So, I think probably the best thing to do is just to get right into it.
Nice.
Let's give it a shot. And here we are, over in the game. You should be seeing that fairly clearly.
So you made a start on this earlier on just to check things. So you're going to start fresh?
Yes, we're going to start fresh. Love to see an opening cinematic. So let's see where this goes.
What are we doing? Where are we going for?
Well, you know what? I'm calling myself. I'm calling myself
Master,
a
we
Jedi
Grandmaster.
Master.
But which one? Qui-Gon, right?
I think probably just a normal Jedi Master, not a Jedi Grandmaster. We'll see how brave I'm feeling later on.
Yeah, we reserve the right to switch this up. I think you can in the middle of the game as well, but we'll see how we go. Apparently we're having some problems with video. No, video's good.
There we go.
Awesome, thanks for that.
Thanks for letting us know. Good to see.
So I just realised literally the second we were going on that we're doing this 2 days too early. It's May the 2nd, and we're literally 2 days out from Star Wars Day. We really should have just held it for a minute. We're idiots. We're playing it now. It's So Sam, do you know the name of the band who did the song? They're the Who. This is the Who. H.U. the Who. Amazing band.
Listen, I don't want to upset your rhythm, Cal, but the boss wants a word. It's gonna be good for us.
You're a punk kid.
Here he is, Chief.
It's the Joker, baby.
I love
An error
this
has been
guy.
detected on line 10A. Polar clamps are jammed. I need 2 workers to climb up and secure the cables.
Gotham, right?
That's not an easy maneuver.
The guy who was
The
the
Captain will
Joker,
double
but
your pay
they
for this
weren't
shit.
allowed to say the
Come on,
Joker.
Cal.
But he was the Joker.
What's our score? That couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I
Huh?
reckon so.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Get to work.
Oh, you can tell we're cool. We've got a face scar.
This way.
Yeah,
I'm right
we got,
behind
like,
you.
Swishy, not quite a quite. Oh, it's a poncho. Yeah, everyone ponchos.
Sort of an apron.
It's a little
Wait. This guy's suit's intact. Right.
Alright, okay, yeah.
I reckon this guy's hot off his side. He's like, no, this isn't cool enough. I I'm cutting this up. I am accessorizing.
Does he have a little
this guy
lightsaber
is a
scissors
fashion
just-
icon. I mean, I've got to do it at the start of every game. I've just got to see
All
what
right,
happens.
well, that didn't last long. Zero deaths run, that's done.
Oh, shit.
Can we bring down the
That's
game
the stream
audio
over.
a little bit? Can we bring down the game audio a little bit before we get fighting things?
Okay. Go on.
Because Sam knows how this works. I don't know how this works. I don't know how it works. I mean, you showed me how it works, and I still don't know how it works. And that's not because you're not good teachers, because I'm very, very tired right now.
Right, we're just pulling down the game.
Yeah.
Down the game even more. I think that should pull it up.
Yeah,
to
it's
a
the
more
first one,
reasonable
folks.
level.
There's going to be some teething troubles, but we want to sort them out now. That opening cinematic was very, very loud in our ears. I can see on the chat as well. And yeah, like this is a quiet bit, but it's going to get loud again.
The guild keeps cutting into my wages.
How's that sounding?
It's just so dangerous up there.
Of course the work is dangerous. You're a rigger.
You can't
You
just.
just need to unionize.
I mean, yeah. Yesterday, International Workers' Day. I think this is the day that we really need to realise all of these slave labourers. This is definitely slave labourers,
Absolutely. Like,
right?
about it. Can't spend money if we
you
All
can't
of
even
these
work
slave
here unless you
labourers,
can
they-
leap 8-foot gaps. It's
Up here.
it's a terrible work environment.
They need to unionise. I think that's how slavery.
And I mean, you're deafened by 3 fighters
Will
just
you look
flying
at
right
that?
over you.
A separatist ship. Haven't seen a Luke or Hulk in ages.
Yeah.
But if you heard how
Ages.
that.
Breaking her will be big money.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's very
All
true.
right,
He was listening to the
go.
Who film last, wasn't he?
Oh,
So,
that was the Enterprise, right?
yeah, that seems right. That's probably what it is. So, Sam, what's your relationship with Star Wars? Is Star Wars a thing that you like?
Hey, you okay?
So,
It's a thing everyone's seen, right? Well, most people have seen at this point.
Let us
yeah,
out,
no,
though.
I've definitely seen Star Wars.
You're gonna have to find another way.
Yeah, no problem. I'll improvise.
See you there, pal.
I haven't seen Star Wars in quite a long time. I was probably in uni the last time I watched Star Wars and made the mistake of watching.
You are not approved
films.
trash.
Trash. It's
which-
not approved trash.
Which did put me off a bit.
And
I
just think we're on
I saw
11
the
now.
first of the new films and didn't see any more after that. So we definitely some gaps in my knowledge.
Just love the way he's sweet as well as like frozen. Well, I've seen them all. For me, Star Wars is something that I really
Easy there.
I want to like it more than I do. I think I've seen all the films. Pretty sure I've seen all the films. I've seen some of the TV. I got friends who were dead into it and read all the books growing up, and then got sad when Disney bought it and changed everything.
Close to finishing ahead of schedule.
But
Well,
About taste the credits.
as you know,
Gonna be a wild night
well
tonight.
pro
Let's get
for
this job
Brexit,
done.
which is why no, I am
Sorry.
of course joking.
Good to see you.
Two. Get yourself killed.
That's the idea.
But I guess when I think of Star Wars, I love the idea of it. Like, I love this game is awesome because the Star Wars films, they've got this beautiful production values, all these
Sounds like
wonderful
Scrap
effects
Rats.
and sets and props.
Creepy.
And it feels like
Just passing through, guys. No
for
need
all
to come
the
out
sort
and
of
say hi this time.
fantastic space fantasy of it all, it feels like you could walk into the screen, you know, and feel and touch the things in that world. And, it's a shame about the story. the characters or like the writing.
Cal, I'll meet you at the clams.
Sounds good. Be there soon.
I do agree. You know, it's very immersive. The one thing that really breaks down for me is the scene transitions.
Oh no, I do love those. Sorry. More films will have Star Wars scenes. Beautiful.
Now, you know, I remember having watched all of the Star Wars. Well, you know, all 6 that were out at the time of the Star
How'd you
Wars.
get here?
How'd you get here?
I was watching
so-
very hard because
How did that person get there? You can only get to this place by doing what you've just done. You know, when things were falling off the walls.
this guy's a Jedi master. He's
Oh yeah, he has got that. He has got the poncho slits, actually, hasn't he? Ah, yeah, it's the secret. Yeah, because they're underground, right? Because the order's fallen.
I will take your word for it.
Well, it's called Fallen Order, like. Yeah, you have to assume.
I mean, that's fair. No, I watched every single one of those scene transitions, and not a single Star one. You know,
Well, not a star, like.
yeah, like
The ship cutter
That's a missed opportunity.
There it goes.
coming out, just like,
Hey, we
I
should get
was
moving.
shocked because
Yep, good looking out.
everything was, you know, slide across, slide up, slide down.
Yeah, I mean, I like the
There's
full sort of
circle
vibe.
out.
Oh.
Oh, perfect. And there's not a single star sort of expanding from the center. Not even as a laugh in the middle of one.
I just love it. There's a sort of goofiness to it that I like, you know, and it's a very deliberate goofiness. I think I don't know. A lot of people get salty about Ewoks in particular because Ewoks are kind of silly and goofy, but I don't know. Like I don't really know what to tell you. Like if you don't think Star Wars was always a bit silly and goofy long before the Ewoks came along. You're kind of wrong.
Like,
Are we stuck? What's
where the hell am I going? Oh, right. We got this. We got this.
okay? Yeah. We should video game logic. There's a big rope there. You've got to climb it.
Yeah,
How?
no.
Like, just
Camp is a big part of the charm of Star Wars, though.
you know, spoilers for the story, but what are you supposed to do working at this place if you're not a Jedi?
Hurry, we gotta finish
Like,
before they start cutting
Yeah,
this wing.
health and safety, definitely not their first concern.
Well, so that guy just said they're going to cut the wing of the ship off,
Cal,
and they might not
use
have
the
finished
manual
working on
override
it
lever
yet.
below.
Just can you imagine the job description? You know, like when you apply for the job, what's it say in the job description? What's the salary?
Hold on.
You know,
Do they have
maybe
healthcare?
you've got this all
secured.
wrong. They only pilot.
You okay?
Still here.
Give me a
Must
break there,
have been
pal.
a Jedi.
I mean, to be fair,
It's
Done.
very
Hang on.
much like
I got
job
this.
descriptions. Must be a member
We're done.
of Antifa.
Get out up here.
must be a member of Antifa.
Yeah, you know, you've seen
Come take a look at this.
job
It's a
descriptions.
Jedi fighter.
Oh, yeah.
What a score. It's a real scrapper's payday.
Professional.
I mean, this he's been here, what, 4 years?
5.
Whoever flew this went down in a blaze of glory. Those Jedi. Real tragedy. Yeah, I've
Yeah, I
always
mean, if
said
that
they
guy's a
couldn't all
Jedi,
be
he's
traitors.
undercover like this.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess it's just our lucky day. Empire's gonna get a lot of good material out of it. Yeah, here we are, scrapping these ships from the war, just so they can turn around and make
Why
new
are there
ones.
more aliens
Miraculous.
with wings in this
All of us,
place?
risking our necks for the bosses. And the pay was better back during the Republic, too.
Hey, you really should watch what you say.
Listen to me. Find us free like this, it'll be your ticket off this soggy rock.
What makes you think I want out of here?
They can work on commission.
Come on, Cal, you're a young guy. You don't end up like me. Eventually, you gotta move on and live your life. Find your destiny.
Yeah, we better make sure that's
Hey,
going
we
so
should get
that
back down.
piece of machinery
You're not
doesn't
listening.
hear what we're saying.
Who's that?
Well, I'm talking to HR about this.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
I mean, at the least, this qualifies as a near miss on the health and safety record, right?
Oh, the paperwork.
Where's his friend? Is his friend? Is your friend behind you?
Sped right down there.
Whoa!
That's, that's the
Rob,
problem.
you okay?
Cal! I can't climb up!
Rob, just hang on.
That's me!
No, don't let go.
I can't hold on!
Rob, no!
Use the force.
You okay, bro?
Did you use the
I'm
force to
alright.
throw a gun?
Pin down!
Pilot's gone.
Because that's fucking mean.
I'll get us out of here. Just hang on.
Watch out, Cal!
Look out! This thing is barely flying.
Maybe that's his Jedi colours
Oh,
showing
yeah.
through. That's him, trying to pass it off as a workplace accident and actually, trying to take this guy
You
out.
all right?
That's true. You've got to cover your tracks.
Okay, we gotta...
Chat, is the balance between the voices any better now?
What was that back there? Was that you?
Voices.
Brilliant.
It's all okay.
Oh, your rumbles. Your rumbles.
I've seen the stories. I've heard it.
He knows. He knows. You've got to kill him now.
I know.
You got no choice. You tried, but now. Oh.
We need to be careful. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I won't tell anyone. No, you won't. It's not the Jedi way. Apart from when it absolutely is the Jedi way. Jedi are very inconsistent.
Jedi are very murdery.
Jedi are extremely murdery. Like,
for people who say, peace is the way,
Yeah.
they're very murdery.
like there's a film where Obi-Wan Kenobi goes to a planet and some aliens on the planet say, we've been cloning an army for the Jedi in secret so that you can spread out and have this war that seems to have been brewing for about 5 minutes, but we've been making this army for about 10 years because we knew it was coming. And Obi-Wan just sort of goes, yeah, okay, there's nothing suspicious about this. And they just roll with it.
I don't think it's the first time they bred an army.
This place.
It's not safe. Unionize.
I mean, I,
Just gonna head back to my place. Back. Tappers owes me a favor.
yes, I can excuse the murder, but I draw the line at wait, no.
For a while, bro.
You can excuse murder?
Okay.
Well, Jedi can.
Apparently.
No, it is all about the lightsabers, right? Because if you're really dedicated to peace, you wouldn't make sort of the universal symbol of your order that you give to every single member a sword.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can see that. What about light shields? There's no light shields.
And lightsabers are good at, are good at deflecting lightsabers. So you'd sort of expect them to have come up with a light shield.
I mean, it would make this game a lot easier if you had a light shield, I'm not gonna lie.
Prof?
God, don't you hate commuting at rush hour?
I mean, you know, I've definitely seen worse. It's no district and circle line.
Ross, wait up.
Everyone's wearing
Oh!
exactly. Whoa!
Oh!
Whoa! What? Did
Oh, there's some
Did-
spooky.
Okay,
Oh.
this is supposed to happen, right? This isn't just the game wigging out, it's just Oh, yeah, that doesn't look sinister at all.
This is a showdown. Oh.
What if he was just a imperial plant all along?
I mean, he admitted earlier to only working for the. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
Oh, that's so well done. That's a really good disguised loading screen. I have completely forgotten this, as it turns out, so it's like playing it for the first time.
Oh, we having some trauma flashbacks.
I
Feels
think we
like
might
we're having
be,
some
yeah, I
trauma
think we might
flashbacks.
have some unfinished business here.
Apprentice, mark
That guy's
well,
very
I listen.
Tolkien.
Master.
Trust only in the Force.
Oh, that was mean. It looks like he's gone from one hostile work environment to another, frankly.
Yeah, something's going on.
Everybody up. Identification ready.
Oh, not these. Not these guys.
They're the
Move out
worst.
and line up.
Probably just another contraband inspection.
I mean, the lucky thing is you could, in lieu of identification, you could probably just show them like a blank piece of paper and just go, yeah, that's my ID. They'll probably believe you.
I mean, it's Star Wars, not Doctor Who, right? So yeah, I mean, talking of light shields, guys, they would be really useful because this game is going to showcase the limitations of the lightsaber, because lightsabers can cut through anything, right? You know, within the movies, lightsabers, they can cut through almost anything. The exception is other lightsabers, obviously, and in this game, flesh. Like you, well, no, not even flesh. Like
What's the
they can
point
cut
of
through
a
flesh. They just
lightsaber?
can't do. You're gonna see they can't cut through people in this game.
What's the point of a lightsaber if it can't cut through
This is
people?
no common anarchist.
Pest
like-
control.
It's
of
like
the
having a
treasonous
kitchen knife,
Jedi
but it can't
order.
cut through chicken.
Silver key, yeah, vibro blades too.
Traitor.
Can't cut through
Result in
vibro
the
blades.
charge of sedition. Turn yourself
Isn't
in.
that a 40k thing?
For everyone
It's a
shall face
sci-fi fantasy thing, I
salary,
guess.
execution.
Wait, they didn't give them the chance to sign themselves in.
I think
I didn't even
It's
check
time
their
someone get forward.
identification.
He is a Jedi.
I've been working on this heap a long time. Way before the war. We refit and rebuilt ships. Best in the galaxy. Then came the Empire.
Oh.
And engineers became scrappers. The workers, they just started getting worked.
But they did customize their own
This-
uniforms, though, so that's something.
This is
We're just
sounding very much like
too
he's
afraid to
advocating
say
for
it.
union. I gotta
Oh,
say.
I don't think.
To the Empire.
I don't
Proud,
think not
a
Darth
good
Vader
We're
will
all
union
like
just
that,
man.
though.
expendable.
Yes, you are.
No!
Look at this. A lightsaber.
You're going to be astonished to learn he was a Jedi all along. Oh, I
Oh,
love
sorry, I meant.
Okay, we're playing
Oh,
again.
back to the commute.
Here we go. This is just the worst. That's the having to change through bank and monuments.
Oh,
Easy now. Got a stowaway.
That's not a stowaway. That's a guy.
man.
Yeah, you
These
see,
guys-
like, does not cut through people.
These guys are just made
But,
of origami.
okay, so I've
Wow.
got a theory. So in this game, if you're fighting non-human enemies, everyone, your lightsaber will, when you beat them, cut right through them. But if you're fighting a human, you just get sort of glowy marks on people's armor and clothing, and they fall down dead. But because they're all stormtroopers, my theory is, you know how in the first one, Darth Vader kills Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan just turns into laundry? Like, he just disappears, and there are clothes falling on the floor. See, that's what could be happening there, I reckon. And they're gone, but their armor just goes... It's a theory.
Oh, come on, you got one of them.
Wow, your guard's pretty solid. So... he's really trying,
I'm
isn't he?
actually hoping to break you, God.
I'm trying to remember if there's like a timing thing to get like the deflection right back at him. I'm sure you can, but I don't know whether it's a...
There we go.
That's it.
Right. Okay.
That's
no,
actually,
I
yeah,
got
that becomes really important.
No problem. Yeah. I sealed the cargo door.
You've just trapped yourself in here with us.
Or maybe I'm trapped in here with... Wait, no.
No, you're just
no,
trapped in
no.
here. Not even with him now, you're just all alone. That's what you've done. You basically lost your chance to make a new
Oh,
friend
God.
there, and I
What
hope you're proud of yourself.
What have I done? All of my friends. My fellow commuters.
It seems in your anger you killed them.
One way out.
So this is the...
Now we're just... Now, that's amazing athletic ability. I'm not even leaning into the wind.
Just hanging out. He's just so stony-faced as well. You'd never see Nathan Drake look that stoic in a moment like this, you know? Stealth kill, stealth kill.
Instead. That's how I prepare.
That's how you prepare for death. Rest when you're dead.
Oh no, now I feel bad.
I heard something. Confirmed?
Oh!
Die here.
Whoa, finishers.
Did he just go yes as he sliced through that guy? Sweet.
Oh, we're graffitiing. Wow.
Yeah,
what-
like that
what is
machine
this
actually
stuff made
makes
of?
makes
Adamantium.
stormtroopers.
Feeling weak?
Oh, use the force on objects with a blue outline.
Bloops.
Did it let you climb that for a second?
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
I think you should just give up. How did you kill them all?
Well, it kept dropping
was
down
one
one
of
at a
them.
time. And then there was another one. And then there was another one.
How did you kill so many of them? one. One.
You're being very honourable. You're definitely alerting them before you stab them. And that's
yeah, we're
you know.
calling that honourable, and definitely not incompetence.
Of course. I mean, that's the history of the Jedi all over, isn't it? Like, they do incompetence and they call it honour.
Like,
And it's not like the Empire and the Sith are like hyper organised in the prequels. You know, like the Jedi definitely have the lead on them, and then suddenly they're all dead.
sorry, I've just seen it from One Silver Key. It's a very good point that getting closer to the Force, refilling your Force meter, you do by killing.
Absolutely. There's some real confidence there to see a Jedi and go like, that's a Jedi, he's weak.
Strike him quickly. We don't even have to try here.
Well,
Like, I mean, you didn't have to try, but there was like 20 guys before you who did.
there is no try.
He didn't even
Just
have
do
to
it, Sam. Just do it, or do not do it. I didn't send you back that far, though. That's good. So eventually, once this is like a little prologue, I guess, and then later on in the game, it goes. It adopts a much more sort of Dark Souls thing where you have bonfires but not bonfires, and you have to rest at them to refill your energy, and they're placed in really ungenerous places, and you've got miles to go when you die. It's a great time. Yeah, he's got trauma.
I mean, I'm gonna say, you know, not to advocate for murderers, but I feel like doing this much killing in one go, that's got to be pretty traumatic. That's definitely only compounding it.
Well, it's always confused me, like, how quickly all Star Wars protagonists go from, like, wide-eyed innocence to cheerful mass murder in the space of a 2-hour film. Like, Luke Skywalker, like, farms water in the desert and just wants to fly his oh wow, just wants to fly his little aircraft and go fast, and then suddenly he's blowing up a space station and killing billions of people, and everyone holds a party for him, you know? Or I don't know whether did you say you saw the first of the new trilogy, right?
Yeah.
So John Boyega in that, okay? He goes from traumatized stormtrooper in the infantry, and then like an hour later he's killing all his mates with a lightsaber. Zero remorse, just sort of just a cheery attitude. I do think to be a Star Wars protagonist, there's something wrong with Star Wars protagonists. That's what I'm saying. Some skewed morals there.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe the lightsaber is the thing. Maybe lightsabers just corrupt you. You just go, oh, this is sick. I can slice through anything, except people, obviously.
Or chicken.
Oh, can you imagine though? Like, it'd be perfect for making like thin sandwich steaks. You just slice a little bit off, and it's already charred.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Lovely.
That's what it is. They didn't design it as a weapon. The Jedi originally designed it as a poster. Just very portable. It's great for when you need, you know, you're out in the middle of the swamp and you just need some toast.
That's true. That's true. Like nowhere in any of the Star Wars films does it explain how Yoda got his toast. We never see a toaster in Yoda's house. Ooh.
Let's
a
find
six-man
out.
ship.
Like,
We're here to help.
Who are you?
No time. Keep moving. We'll pick you up when we can.
Well, she's Seer.
I mean,
She could probably just say Seer. That takes less time to say than no time.
you probably just have slowed down a bit. That was only, like, you know, I don't want to say that was no room at all to jump, but like, I've jumped further so far. So
All in all, it's been a weird, been a weird induction at work.
I'm starting to think that maybe my boss doesn't like me very much.
Well, you know, they said this job would never be lacking for variety and challenge. You know, every day's different at this place.
I mean, you know, that's really the advantage.
Oh,
Ooh.
where are we? Okay, we're on 2. I should be making a tally somewhere. I think I'm gonna make a tally. We're not counting that time you. We're only gonna count when you need to respawn, not when you jump off the train or something. Because there's a lot of platforming in this game. If we count every time you fall. So I mean, it's pretty true to Star Wars films. They are. Oh, I was about to say they're attacking one by one, but they just hate you.
But it's pretty true to Star Wars in that they're not the most competent.
No. Can you imagine if they were competent?
The train stopped?
Air traffic control in this place must be a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, they're lopping wings off spaceships all up. Whoa! Oh, we're getting our Uncharted 2 moments.
Nathan Drayton.
Look, he's like, you've done a jump there. You're like, ah!
Heads up! Oh!
Oh, missed.
I was
Didn't even get you the
definitely gonna
chance.
miss.
Didn't even get. I'm disappointed.
I
It
was
should have rolled
veering
credits right
right
there.
off there.
Oh, you missed anyway. There you go. The game made you miss. Oh, he's dead.
It is lucky how many of these barges are just sort of floating about under where people are falling.
It's very fortuitous. It's almost as if this was some kind of fiction.
Is it maybe just like cheaper than helmet safety?
Just to build
Just
like tiers of
floating
barges.
barges.
Going somewhere.
That was graceful. That was graceful.
I recognize that stance.
She's got
Perhaps
a
you had some training after all. Who's your master?
she's got a protractor on her lightsaber.
Someone I killed.
Does she need to like measure the exact
One Jedi
angle of
gave
the?
their life
So
that you might
so
live.
our buddy, Jangle Face.
Oh yeah, Jangle
You
Face.
have to do
Sure.
better. Amateur. You can't run forever. Come now. Let's end it.
Like, yeah, Jangle Face, our friend, he was saying that this place was just full of engineers, and maybe she's just, you know, an evil engineer.
You know
She
what?
needs
That
the
would make
tractor
sense. That would make sense.
to measure the angle.
I hadn't realised you were talking about the guy she stabbed. I thought you were being funny and saying Jango Fett.
Oh, no.
I just thought you were being really clever there, and it turns out you were just being
I was
mean
just being
about
alien
mean
racist.
about our dead friend.
I'm sorry. I was just being alien racist.
Nice.
Wow, that's a Jim Henson creation.
Oh my god, it is, isn't it?
I mean,
you know, like all things should be Jim Henson creations.
you know, it's fair because whatnot. But I've never seen, you know, an animated character
It looks so much like a Jim Henson create. Yeah.
It's everything from like the movement just makes him look puppy.
Grab some seat.
It's the way he's on his seat as well, because there's room for someone beneath the seat to be like.
Yeah,
Thanks for the help.
real
Who are you people?
Farscape.
My name is Seer.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
And this is my captain,
I've
Reed
seen that
Dreyfus.
in a long time. Love Farscape.
Yeah, the man is my ship, but you better pay attention to this lady here.
So, who are you?
Cal. Kestis. Who was that
That's
back
not
there?
a real name.
An Imperial Inquisitor. She's a Force user hunting Jedi survivors. And now that she knows who you are, she will not stop until she destroys you.
How do you know so much?
Wait,
Do you
Why'd
notice
help
did
me?
we get rid of the word Sith?
Track Imperial communication.
Like-
No, she's not a Sith.
We heard the
Sith,
Inquisitors
Sith,
were heading from.
Sith is very special.
So we made our move.
Okay, you
Yeah.
gotta be the Emperor or Darth Vader
What's
to
the
be a Sith.
bounty on Jedi these
But,
days
like-
anyway?
She's
That's
evil.
gratitude
Sure.
for you.
Like
I get it.
that's provable.
You've been
Yeah.
Like the
surviving
red
on your
light
own for so
sector.
long
Yeah, sure.
that it's impossible to trust anyone.
Yeah, but she
It's
uses the
what
dark
kept you
side of the
alive.
Force, but she's not done all her exams
But
yet.
this is about
You know, she's
something
not got the
bigger
Sith license.
than
Right.
Just survive.
You know, because like
Like what?
the real Sith, they don't want other people
Rebuilding the
muscling in on
Jedi
their
Order.
Sith club. You know.
You too. Anybody else?
Oh, we're not good enough for you?
The Jedi Council?
They're gone.
How could the Jedi Council be gone when
I'm
all I did was run away from protecting the Jedi Council?
Set a course for Vagana.
Are you trying to guilt trip this protagonist even more than he is?
In the meantime,
Well, I
Try and
sort of
learn
came into this as the stream title
Oh,
might
is
suggest, by trying to take down the Jedi from the inside, and I think the job's sort of already done. I think that might be us.
But now you have to live with yourself, Sam.
So it's just sort of
Move on and live your life.
the rest of the game is just going to therapy.
I mean, if by therapy you mean murdering a bunch of people with a lightsaber, yeah.
I
It's
mean,
a type of therapy. You know, it's aerobic exercise.
you know, it's murder therapy.
You know, like physical activity. That's the best therapy, apparently. I really wouldn't know.
Oh, he's standing like weirdly straight now.
Oh yeah, he's also a droid. He's replicant, you know.
he's embodying, you know, C-3PO there.
He's lost his poncho as well.
Oh,
He's lost his poncho. He's wearing this sort of. It's a blanket that's strapped down with a leather jerkin. It's interesting. It's a look. Seems to have a canister of inflammable gas
they're gonna let
on
me
his
play
belt.
a space banjo.
They are.
How do you tune this instrument?
With the Force. Obviously. You do everything with the Force. I mean, have you noticed there are no doorknobs in Star
So-
Wars?
I wrote it. Years ago.
It does really suck to not be
You touch an object and witness
a
events
force
connected.
user. Like,
I mean, like, now's not the time because we're in a cutscene, but
It's an echo in
at
the
some
Force from
point
the
when we
object.
play this game, I'm
You
gonna...
Jedi have that
I've probably
skill.
told you about this before, but I'm
would you know
gonna
that?
share my grand theory about doors in Star
I was
Wars
once a Jedi.
because it's a
But
big
not
one.
anymore.
Star Wars and the entire
know
history
you.
and culture of the Star Wars
No.
universe revolves around
But I knew your master, Jaro Tapal.
the technology used to
was a true
open and
guardian
close
of the
doors,
Republic.
or the lack thereof. And
Who's a hero?
I'll get back to you on that at some point.
Listen. Something happened to
yeah,
me
I
during
feel
the
like
purge.
tuning it. Well,
I survived.
I don't know how useful tuning instruments.
My
by
connection to the
force
Force
would
is
be.
damaged.
Like, if you're in the middle of a song,
When I
I
meditate,
feel
if I
like
let
it
my
takes a
guard
lot
down,
of concentration to
I lose
use
control.
the force. So
It's like
you
I'm back
couldn't
in that
like
moment
be
when-
playing an instrument and then
Survived, Cal.
in the middle of the song, sort of without
you're not
breaking it.
I don't
Force
know because it's complicated, right? So yeah, I mean, look, I'd love to be able to use the Force to retune my instrument. It'd be amazing. Like even if I missed a note, do you know what I mean? I could either slightly bend the string just to get myself back on track, or just Jedi mind trick. You think I played the right note?
It's
I meant to do that, you know? Yeah.
in that case
This
you
is
just
the
don't
gun.
tune your
A Jedi I
instrument,
knew
right?
discovered
Like
the purge.
you just play
Well,
whatever.
I mean, it's
you
probably
just
helpful
go,
to
Actually, that was a great song.
it's probably helpful to work off a baseline though, because otherwise, not a baseline as in, but like a baseline of this is somewhat
We're
in
done
tune.
hiding, Cal.
Because otherwise, you
See
find
that structure
yourself,
over there?
you know, just
I believe
concentrating
that
on so
vault
many
holds the
things.
key to rebuilding the Jedi
That sure
Order.
is a tower.
But
it requires someone
it's
strong
sort of
in the
like
Force to pass its
this guy
test.
working.
And since
He's
you're not a
really
Jedi
working
anymore, that's
harder,
why you
not
need me.
smarter. 'Cause if he
I
was
know
sensible,
you don't trust me.
just at the end
And
of
I'm
the
not
day,
really
he'd
sure
go,
I
"Oh,
trust you."
boss, can I come talk
But
to
we
you
have
after
a
not
common
having
enemy
done anything all
and a
day?"
common
And just go,
cause.
"I did a full day's
I'll
work."
share more of my plan
Get
after
paid
you
for
reach the
nothing.
Yeah, but
vault.
how many ships did you scrap?
But until then, there's someone here I think you should
Oh,
meet.
I was helping with.
May the Force be with you.
You're gonna love this guy. If he's appearing yet, there's someone you should meet. You're gonna love this person. But
I-
clearly, is
I
not
see
about to
Swamp.
emerge from the ship. Clearly, you have to find him. But
I see Swamp. I am
Guess I'm looking
fully
for a Jedi
expecting
then.
you
But if there's already one here, why does Seer need
be
me?
anticipating Jar Jar. That's
it's
a Furby.
yeah. I mean, of course it is.
That's a Furby.
That's the natural habitat of the Furby, the swamp. Pretty confident of that.
That's. Oh God.
No, it's a little rabbit. It's a little bunny.
No,
Little
that
swamp
was
bunny.
a Furby.
I mean, what are Furbies if not swamp bunnies? Swamp bunny koalas.
That's true.
Long, terrifying swamp bunny koalas.
Wait,
Are you just leaving? You decide you don't like it here?
I mean, you know, I think.
Where to, kid?
Oh,
We
you're
know
just
many
sticking
planets
around
we
for
can
me.
go to.
No, you said there was someone in the ship. Let's go see if we can find him.
I don't think he's on the ship. I think you have to find him in the wild, but, you know.
What do you...
Hey, Grease, what's this thing?
What? You've never seen a terrarium before?
Sure, but don't they usually have plants in them?
Well, I've been a bit busy hauling you around the galaxy. But you know, you
Taking
could
him
pay
to
me
one
back with
planet.
some seeds.
I thought you hated nature.
The swamp planet
out
is
there,
really
you
called
betcha.
Bogano.
But when
Yeah,
it's behind a comfortably thick wall of embodying
that's a
glass,
thing.
That's perfection.
That's
Alright,
that's
I'll see if I can-
amazing.
Certainly a
What are you
decision
doing?
they made when writing this
Why are
game.
you creeping around my ship?
I'm just checking it out.
Why
Don't
are
you
you
have
creeping
stuff
around
to
the
do?
ship?
You know, the faster you do your thing, the faster this is over for me.
Look, I like to check things out. Just see. You know, now I know I've got to look out for plants. The bog planet.
It's got cliffs as well. It's like an interesting combination of bog and cliff. Oh, that's a bonfire, by the way. or a meditation point. So your skill trees here. When you die, you come back to various ones of these, whichever one you touched last. You can sit down there, get your health back, but everyone comes back to life who you might have beaten before.
Yep, your standard Dark Soul.
Your standard Dark Soul. And yeah,
it not being from Bog, but being from Bogan.
Bogan. Yeah, as far as I know, no Bogans on this planet, but I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I kind of feel like, you know, in these games where they take you to many different planets and you explore everywhere you can go, like, you've definitely not explored a full planet. You've explored the equivalent of a couple of city blocks. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, maybe somewhere.
A kingdom for Australian Yoda. Yes. Definitely. Oh.
Okay, that's automatically the best comment of the stream. I don't think we're going to top that.
By the way, I should mention that's my friend Rita. They're a fantastic musician, and you should check out their Bandcamp.
Awesome. Oh yeah, you can change your lightsaber and everything. So you pick up little bits of lightsabers, and you can make your lightsaber look really stupid.
I'm guessing this is just looks.
Oh yeah, no, it does absolutely nothing to how effective your lightsaber is whatsoever.
Why are they all broken?
Because it's a fallen order. You gotta have broken things when you're a fallen order.
Oh, I can't even get purple. Like,
Yeah, just wait for it. You'll unlock purple. You're going for blue then.
yeah, let's go for blue.
I'm a green lightsaber man all the way. Well, you know, not a man, but still, as it turns out, like training myself not to use these turns of phrases about myself. As it turns out, it's a journey. I'm a green lightsaber being. Certainly a being.
No, I'm saying that's definitely a Furby.
Oh, there he is there.
Oh, no,
All right,
the
let's,
Furbies are following me.
Let's do some exploring.
Oh. Am I just going anywhere?
There's so many of them. Yeah, you just you gotta find the cryptic message that the lady said to find. Well, no, it's presumably a thing, but she very cryptically told you to find it.
Just need to focus my mind.
That's how I focus my mind. Come on.
No, it's the oh, you can probably jump over that, though, right?
That looks pretty jumpable.
I promise that wasn't a setup. But like he was talking about, I think there's a meditation point there. Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, I think that was what he was. There should be some kind of physical landmark, you know, not just a mildly glowing circle on the ground. I know it's very atmospheric, but.
Oh, his eyes are bugging
Yes,
out.
yeah. This guy's the best.
Hey, BD1.
Always has to be.
I'm Cal.
He's not round.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I like BB-8. He's round.
No, not you.
Well, this guy's so square.
Searching for a Jedi, I think. Hold on. You know the Jedi? What do you know? Wait, hold on.
There you go. He's sorted it so you don't have to jump.
Legend.
He could jump.
He can force jump. This guy's a Jedi.
Blue. Why are we Archie? Oh, Ruth's here. Ruth's here, and Ruth's talking about Riverdale.
I must be waiting there.
I'm not gonna lie, he was reminding me of someone, and I hadn't picked it up until now. It's it's the terrible ginger.
You just gonna leave that there? So you got the got the Metroid
Big
Prime map.
ship.
So it's a biggish ship, yeah. For 3 people, it's Which path do you fancy unexploring?
Let's.
I mean, Robot's looking at that, so
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Any ideas? Gotta get across this gap somehow.
if only I had legs
If only I could
Zip line?
and the ability
jump
to jump very
phenomenally
high.
high.
Oh,
Oh, he's
that
a
would
they're the
ziplining.
Furbies.
Oh, you're right.
They're
Those are
bouncy. Those are
Eevees.
those are kind of
They're
rabbit
Eevee.
things, aren't they? Yeah.
I feel like this is.
Did you just go around in a circle, or have you found a new
I
a new
found
bonfire?
a new one. They're
Nice.
deceptively close together. Like,
Well, maybe
feel
they
like
maybe
it's
they
gonna get-
anticipated you throwing yourself off a cliff over and over again, like you did earlier on.
It's locked.
oh,
Ooh.
I hadn't noticed how
Gotta
this
get
goes.
this. Whoa! I'm not gonna lie. If I
Back
was
at the
doing that, I
scrapyard.
probably wouldn't be doing it as a run. But
Hold on, Seymour. I'm coming.
Oh, why did I do that? That was mean.
I was trying to eat the Furbies. Got to protect the Furbies, right?
I think we specifically have to not protect the Furbies.
Nice.
Hey, that was pretty brave. You okay?
Oh.
Wait, I can help you with that. Will you let me?
Yeah, it's very Bloodborne-like.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit less blood, a bit more born, but yeah, like
Well,
the experience of playing the game,
Scomp link
yeah,
is
very
busted,
similar.
But this should help you get
That
moving
is why
now.
I'm imagining that when this robot gets a voice, he's gonna be like,
Okay.
"You
that.
should not be here. Leave now."
I mean, honestly, I would love to stream Bloodborne. I do, however, think
Oh.
that
Yeah, that's where I was.
Johnny
headed
has
to.
done that very comprehensively.
First,
so
gotta
maybe
figure out a
not.
way out of this place. BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry, I'll find my own way out. Tight fit, but this should work.
I mean, it's the same
It's the
way
way
you
you
came
came.
in, right? Like,
That's a bad way to design your workspace. Oh no, wait, it's holding it up.
but
It was
like
holding that roof up.
when you're bracing a doorway, right? I feel like you shouldn't brace it right in the middle of the doorway so you can't get through.
Whoever lived here
I'm
used this
sent-
room for storage.
No,
Food and supplies.
he needed the Force for that. It's like in Star Trek, the Next Generation, you know, Counselor Troy. They'll be on the intercom, and the Klingons will be like, "We're gonna shoot at you now." And Counselor Troy will be like, "I'm sensing hostility."
Oh, we got a torch and everything.
I mean, yeah, it's a lightsaber, not a dark saber. which is a thing, by the way.
Is that what they're calling one of the red ones, or like
No.
thing?
There is a type of lightsaber that absorbs light that is a dark saber. I am not making this up. It's a whole thing in the Mandalorian. It actually looks quite cool, but it's extremely stupid. Right, so am I tallying that one?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Wow. Should have worn your poncho.
Oh, this
Thanks,
guy's
Dad.
everything.
You're full of surprises.
You know,
this was
my
brilliant.
zip line, my Estus
Love it.
flask.
And then you stab yourself, so it is a little bit like Bloodborne actually, because you have to
That's
inject
better.
yourself with someone
Thanks,
else's
little
blood in
droid.
Bloodborne to feel better.
Okay, let's try this again.
Evil blood from the
Oh,
squiggly things.
okay. Here, hop on board.
Oh, we got our own Yoda.
Yeah. He can be your
So,
backpack.
how'd you get here? Don't remember? I've never known a forgetful droid. Can't argue with that.
Isn't that a whole big plot point in?
Yeah, it's just like being able to erase droids' memories. Yeah. But the thing is, Cal's never known one. But then, has he ever known a droid before?
Like,
Hey, a chest. Think the Jedi would mind if we grab supplies? Where are you going? So what was in there?
Oh, that's a new bit of lightsaber.
right, okay. Like,
So I
Oh.
think that's just a shortcut.
shortcut.
So it's just a way back if you.
How did
die,
I
which-
get up there so fast? Wow!
Oh, it's a little mechanism though. It's strung around there. It's cool.
I thought it was just magic. Sorry, force.
The Jedi aren't dead.
That's where
The
we need to
Jedi
go.
aren't dead as long as
I can
they
feel it.
as long as we hold them in our hearts.
And the Jedi aren't in our hearts as long as they're dead.
Mean.
Oh?
Now that is a Farscape character.
What, the
Not everywhere we've
tower?
been.
Actually, you know what? It's Farscape. It probably would be. I really struggle with maps like these. I don't know what you folks think, but like
I can't make
in
it
a
over
game
there.
that's all about
gotta find another
exploring,
way.
it's actually
Yeah.
really difficult to work out how these things correspond and then navigate around them. I'd almost rather they did it floor by floor.
No, it's either the pilot from Farscape or the.
I didn't realise it's the statue. I thought you meant the tower. But yeah, no, that's a character from Farscape for sure.
Or it's the aliens from Independence Day.
Oh, there's two of them. Is his friend the same? Yeah. Oh, that's a stony face.
There.
That wasn't a pun. That's just. That person is unimpressed with you and how you're playing this game.
I mean, fair.
Ooh. Oh, that's dead.
He's dead yet.
That's dead. Oh, sorry. We don't say dead in Star Wars. We don't say dead. We don't say kill. We say destroy.
I mean,
You know, the second sister won't rest until she's destroyed you.
Hey now.
Like, that's kind of like a hyper kill. Like, you know, you're just destroyed, reduced to
Oh.
nothing. That's why lightsabers turn you into laundry when they kill you, right?
score. I've got some poncho material.
I mean, that's what it's all about. What's it all about? Oh, you should go to the left, by the way. Your other left. That left.
Oh, what the?
Okay, maybe not that left. Sorry. My
Tool was
internal
used by
map
someone eager to
of
reach
this
the
place is
vault.
clearly a bit off.
Someone used a tool. Right,
Okay, where are we going?
let's go back and kill you again, just because I can.
Yeah, you get the XP. Every little counts until you die and you lose it all. I think you can get it. You can win it back if you hurt the enemy that killed you. I don't know whether you get it back if you die from falling off things repeatedly. Oh!
Fatality.
Run for it!
Woo! Perfect.
Are you locking on?
That would
That's-
probably help.
Because I noticed earlier on when you were fighting not Darth Vader.
Rilo Kylo.
Rilo Kylo. Oof. So he's yellow now. So now that Sam's dead, that big guy is yellow, and yeah, it's like Bloodborne. You gotta hurt the yellow person now. If you hit that character, you get your skills back. If Sam dies before we get to that person and manage to wound it, that's all our XP gone. Which right now, it'd be annoying, but later on it can be really annoying.
Suck it. Right.
So yeah, as long as we manage to hit it, it doesn't matter if we die again. We just need to make sure we get a hit in. And there you go. So that's how it works. It's not that bad. I was playing Sekiro until recently, and when you die in that one, you just lose all your XP and it's gone.
Now! Quick, help!
Oh, I've got limited healing.
Yeah. It's like the flasks in Dark Souls. So
Okay.
at the moment you've got 2 and you've used them.
Oh.
But you can run away, you know.
Yeah, that's a bit brutal.
Okay, so that's I didn't do the last one, so we're on 4 now, guys. Awesome.
Yes. Definitely not hard to be better than Kylo Ren.
Oh, now we're thinking with portals. Although I don't even see its. Oh no! It's on full health somehow. We need to get the little monster that killed you that time. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so if you think you're gonna die, just run away and find that guy. Yeah. Nice. Oh, and you got him as well.
I've never managed it with the Taurus demon, but by God, I'm gonna manage it with that guy.
Toss it.
Oh. That was wonderful. Because it's got its big red unblockable attack jumps over your head. That was glorious.
It works.
Now you get to have a nap and he'll come back to life.
Oh.
But if you killed him again, you could probably level up, right?
Well, I guess it's got to be done.
You can get your stealth kill on him with your stealth, because he was literally underneath you when you went across that beam.
Oh.
So if you target him, you might be able to drop down and I think there's a, because you did it to the other guy.
Let's see. Can I catch him from this side?
Yeah. I think if you lock on and jump. Oh, well, you know, you surprised him anyway. Oh.
Give me stim.
Oh, nice. Oh. It's playing such relaxing music as we're doing this as well. Have you noticed?
Help.
Oh yeah, you got this. You got this.
Whoa.
Maybe you don't got this.
Oh. Yeah, I don't got this.
It's me just baiting Sam into fighting this thing over and over again when he really doesn't need to. Like, he's got past this. But I mean, now it's personal.
Now it's kind of personal.
It's, there must be a way. If you go halfway through the pipes and lock onto it first, there must be some kind of way to drop down and do a.
Nah, well, let me.
Yeah, that was it.
There
And that's
we go.
half its health. Yes. And there you go. That's and then you scan it because this game is in fact Metroid Prime.
Ah.
And
Good
that's
to
called
know.
an
Help
Ogdo.
your B1.
An Ogdo from Vagano.
Can I scan you?
You still back there?
Nope.
No, it's not important. Look at its tongue. Look at its tongue. Oh, it's gone. Oh well.
Right.
There we go. Level up.
Let's go see what we can do with the level up.
So the nice thing about this game is it's, compared to Dark Souls, it's a lot less RPG, so you don't have stats to sink points into as much. It's just, there are different moves you can do, you get better at different things, but like, your health is your health, for instance. It's not tied to things like stamina or anything like that. So you just choose along the lines of what you think is good to do. What looks like fun.
Maximum force increase. Yeah, that seems useful.
Yeah, you're liking your slow power, aren't you?
Yeah, no, it's useful. Right, let's go do some platforming. I see a box. I see a box. How are we gonna get there?
are things it's like... I remember there's a lot of things that you notice the first time you go to a place that you've got to come back with once you learn new Force things.
Yeah.
But it's always worth sort of taking
Anyone?
a mental
Over here.
note. I don't know, that might be one of them, I'm not sure.
But I could get a cool new poncho. It
That
does
is
smell
true.
a bit like the bulk planet.
But it's so cool. And to be fair,
Oh,
if
look
there's
at
a place
these
you
boys.
need a poncho.
They're such good friends. They're so gullible.
Salamander guys.
See something in there?
Oh, that's somewhere ominous. Oh, I sense that there are lizards nearby.
Oh, it's just like the train.
Oh,
Well, you know, I thought that might... Oh.
There we go. Try again.
It's difficult, Master.
Yes, the path is difficult. It may seem impossible.
ooh.
But with persistence,
Was this the
and Force as your ally, you
evil
will
guy we were
overcome
fighting?
any obstacle.
That's your
You will
old
master
master.
any
But he
path.
did pick you up and throw you down in your last
Do what you must to reach me.
horrible flashback.
Oh, I'm sensing an sudden but inevitable betrayal.
Faster, more intensity.
Yes, Sam.
Reach
How
my
dare you do
position.
this incredible thing without meeting my without meeting my
I did it. Persistence
just
and the
nominal
Force is
standards
now.
of how fast and intense you do it.
It's remembering old tricks. BD1.
Look,
You can
just
defy
sometimes
physics, but you're a
kids
terrible
then-
disappointment.
Just sometimes kids aren't good enough. What can we say? I mean, if you don't express
show me that
severe
shortcut again?
disappointment in 12-year-olds, then what are they going to learn? You know, self-esteem and self-respect? God.
Star Wars or Mirror's Edge? Star Wars or Aperture? I guess you got the sliding panels. Seems like a good way to train, probably. Or, you know, not for that guy being mean to someone who's clearly a child.
Oh,
Oh!
now we're thinking we're portals.
This area was used for meditation. There's someone familiar with the Jedi Order.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that would
sense-
explain why there's a Jedi meditation point. Checks out, checks out. But you can go back, there's a place near the beginning you can probably run along the walls to now.
Ah. How am I going to get there? Ah. That's so far away.
I'm sorry. It's horrible when
See,
you
I
have
was
to
looking
play
at
the
this. Oh my god, I cannot.
Oh yeah, folks, we've decided Sam hates playing games. It's just we tried, you know, but
This map. Right. So clearly, I'm heading back out up here, somewhere along here. Right. We got this.
I've just seen Frank's here. Hi, Frank.
Hey, hello. Wait, was there anything in the ominous place?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I kind of I thought about it. I thought about saying something, but I kind of thought Sam's probably got this, you know. No. He's like, well, no. I may be a Jedi, but I can't climb slopes. It's
Okay, no, we.
truly a
Right,
headstrong with
we
the
got
ducks.
this. We just need to do this. We can get up there.
Do you know what? We probably can as well.
Look, we got to give this a shot. Right, if we start right at the beginning,
I believe in you.
I think we gain a bit of height every time we do it, which means we just need to jump like
You
as
need to be
frequently
constantly
as
doing it,
possible.
yeah. So you can't see it, but Sam is like slamming that jump button over and over again.
Oh, we're so close. Just need you to give us a slightly better jump game.
Well,
So-
yeah, I mean, Frank's expressing their extreme displeasure with us, so so I think we should keep doing it, really.
Look, we gotta get that parkour. Otherwise, what's even the point of being a Jedi?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Frank's saying, can we change the direction that you're running, and therefore build up some more height on the going backwards? I think that's what they mean.
Oh,
Is it possible to turn around in the middle of a wall run?
no.
I'm guessing not, but it might just work.
no, I can't.
No,
I can't
like,
change
yeah,
direction.
I can see you like pulling back on the stick, almost breaking the controller.
Noble effort. Okay.
Okay, we got to go find the big frog guy, because that's the way
Right.
back.
Big frog guy. He was. Okay. How do I?
So
How
yeah,
do I get
so
back up?
it's you're right behind you. Okay, so that's where we got the.
Yeah.
Oh, can you just run around there in a circle? Does that? So I know where it is. I just don't know how you get.
Yeah,
onto
we-
it.
we're-
So yeah, yeah.
we're just going
So
back
you
up.
jumped onto that ledge. So on your right there, that's
you
where
want-
you want to be. But
No,
that's
that's
the
where
way
it
to the.
was.
No. Like up the cliff. So can you see the top of that there? That's where you want to be. That's where you came in the first
Yeah.
place. But can you not just jump over to run along that and climb up the ivy?
Spends 5 minutes running along walls, immediately forgets how to run along walls.
Well, sometimes you gotta be able to No, that's the wrong kind of wall, Sam. Like, don't you know anything? You can run along walls, but only some walls with
Obvious.
very specific geological formations on them. It's like, you can climb everything in Uncharted, but it has to be yellow.
You know, it's.
Oh, and you didn't even have another go at the big frog guy.
Look,
I
he's
don't know what to
suffered
say.
enough for today. I
think
just
you've
keep
suffered enough
summoning
today.
him back from hell.
We're on
Just-
5. Not way to punch my mic. We're on 5, by the way. And I've just thrown it on the floor.
Right, can I go up zip line? Nope.
I think there's a lift. I think you're looking for a lift in this scenario, you know?
Well, I can't go up zip lines, so. Oh!
Yeah, it's lift.
Yeah. No, that
Although
makes
a
sense.
very, very badly signposted lift. With a very tenuous connection to the actual place it's lifting from. Or to. So you've got a zip line that way, and you've got something up there.
Right, this is back by the starting area.
That's a really big bug.
Oh! Crabs.
Well, eat them while they're hot.
Thanks, BD1.
You got good browning on that, you know.
Yeah, but, you know, I've just eaten so much Splocks recently.
Wow, you did that, you couldn't even see it. Now that's using the Force. I guess, you know, if you swing, you're technically cutting through the wall. You know, this is maybe the one game where swords clipping through walls makes absolute sense, you know? You don't have to kind of justify it in your head.
Nice assist. Can you slice this? Yeah, sorry about your scalp link. Standing up to that bog rat? Pretty brave. So what was
What's a
in there?
scompling?
I think it's some bullshit. Is what it is. Like it lets you hack into some locks, or it lets BD1.
Right. So, we're getting up to this tower. We're going round there, which means we want to join in there, which
Yeah,
we get from here.
it's a confusing layout, but and there were the grumpy faces.
Yeah, we're
those
back
the
at
grumpy faces, right? So,
we're back at the pilot from.
and you want to get to the
Farscape.
tower, right?
Yeah. I may have made an error in judgment. That's fine. I can.
Can you? Can you?
I think I very provably can.
What's going on with this man's legs?
He does.
You're just-
He does run with some. With the gusto of
I mean, there's
14-year-old.
Yeah, there's a sort of awkward, gangly charm about him. You know.
You know, it's slightly different from a Naruto run, but like it's the same sort of energy.
It's just his legs. His legs never seem to be underneath him somehow. They're just going where they want, free to roam. So that you're centered on now, that's your Farscape heads.
Yep.
There's another place you can get
there's a
to
wee
with the
path
wall running thing.
there, which I think I haven't explored down by the Farscape heads. So
Yeah,
let's
and
give
that's
that a
taking you
shot.
towards the main
Yeah.
objective. Like,
that seems fair. Definitely didn't nearly miss that zip line.
your little robot guy's got you.
Right, this must be. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
Racy there? Whoa, it's on.
Robot's just given up.
Okay, he probably would have won. Probably.
Yeah, it's definitely some teen anime swag this character has.
Well, that's fine. Well, did we watch the Star Wars anime series?
No,
Are you not aware of the Star Wars anime series?
I'm not.
It's a compilation. It's not a but it's called someone remind me what the Star Wars anime series is called. but it's hilarious.
You know, because I remember the TV show tie-ins around the time of episode 1 to 3.
Oh yeah.
That were like that really early sort of video game genre of animation, sort of 3D animation that just looked so awkward and just like a machinima.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I really like the texture work on that. Are you talking about Clone Wars? I really like the texture work on that show. I'm sorry,
Don't even remember.
but no, this is different. But I think it's Star Wars Visions, but every episode is by
this is a
different
boss
animations.
arena.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Another one? You all right, BD?
We reached the vault.
Well
We've
done.
completed
Whether you are.
Borderlands.
You have passed the test I left behind and gained access to the vault and this recording, one of many encrypted logs stored in the droid. I am Master Eno Cordova.
So
I may not know your name, but I know
what happens
your
if the
purpose.
droid just
The fate of
died
the
or
Jedi Order
accidentally
lies
fell
in
off a
your
cliff?
hands.
Well,
Or-
fortunately, Brian Eno left us
Place this
recordings.
Vault is a sacred temple built by a vanished
I mean,
civilization
I do
known
feel
as
like
the Zepho.
that's what's going to happen
Meditating
when
here, I
Brian
was
Eno
granted a
dies.
premonition through the Force.
Like, they're just going to be
vision
finding
of
weird
doom.
cryptic recordings
I
for
have
the rest of
placed
time.
Inside this vault, a Jedi holocron containing a list of the names and locations of young Force sensitives throughout the galaxy.
Well, he's definitely a ghost here.
In a chamber of the vault, but also another test. I can only trust this holocron to someone who has followed my path and understands.
Do you understand?
Seek out the hidden
Oh, you've
sorry.
got to
I
follow
think
his
I missed
plan.
that
Okay.
hollow
and learn
cron.
to perceive the mysteries of
Oh.
the Force as the Zepho once did.
That's a brilliant
In
word.
this droid, you will find everything you need to succeed on this journey. Go to the Zepho homeworld. There, you will find
The
peace
Zepho
in the
home.
eye
The Zephyr
of the
home
storm.
was, you know,
Good luck.
it's
Jedi,
it's where the Zephyr home stores are.
and may the Force be
It's-
with you.
You know, it's that place that the Red Hot Chili Peppers wrote that song about.
Yes, you were the someone I was supposed to meet.
Zepho.
God damn it, Sam.
You know, I've been alone for a while now.
You didn't though.
Without
You had
any- Purpose, just
you had your
hiding.
friends not Django Fett.
There's no way to live.
Yeah, this is
Not for a Jedi.
really disrespectful to
Or
Prouf's memory.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was Prouf, right?
It's Prouf sounds right.
Maybe we're done hiding.
I'm glad he's never gonna get
Hey.
mentioned again.
You wanted some,
You know, the guy who heroically
Friends of mine.
sacrificed his life for the rest of his team. Just
The good
asking
and
for
true
basic
union
workers'
man.
rights. Okay.
you seem happy.
Wait, I've not collected any plants. How am I gonna fill up my plant
Oh,
pots?
you've not explored the whole world yet. There's tons of stuff. There's an optional boss somewhere.
Right, let's.
You know, you've not found all your poncho upgrades. So we can hang out here. We can go to.
I think I found what
Zepho?
you wanted me to see.
Sounds like you did. We'll be waiting.
Oh, what?
Oh, not you, you chuckle fuck. Oh!
Oh! Okay. Well, that's
Okay.
how it is. That's how it is.
got this. We got this. Ooh! Ooh!
It's those red attacks, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe.
Awesome.
Okay. Another red attack. Jump at me. Come on. We can get you off a cliff
That's
again.
a jump.
Ah! I
You
really
got this,
thought
you
we
got
could
this.
get you off a cliff again.
You can't rely on every fight ending with someone willingly jumping off a cliff.
I will.
Actually, what am I saying? It's Star Wars. That's how like 50% of fights end.
Rip.
There we go. There's another. 6.
No, it's when we get through the game and there's been 10 deaths and 6 of them have been to this one enemy.
Oh, you get to the fun bit though.
Whee! I feel like this isn't quite how mud works, but
But it should be. We can all agree it should be how mud works.
you know what?
You're just gonna run past it.
I feel like we've had enough of Bogdan.
Bogner Regis, yeah.
Yes. Wow. I sure
Oh yeah,
do
he's persistent.
follow you.
He's persistent. You reckon he'll jump down?
BD1, stim.
Might do. We'll see.
They're still playing the music.
That's a
Oh, there you go.
suspicious hole. Like.
Ooh.
Oh.
What have we got?
There seems to be some sort of
My friend,
writing.
it appears the Zepho had some interest in Dathomir.
Not
Strange.
Dathomir!
For such a peaceful culture to have any sort of fascination with a place so dark.
As it's well known that
Brian,
planets can have the basic trait of being evil.
Brian, why did you make that message so ominous and in no way explain it? Like,
Like he's Brian Eno, he's nothing if not cryptic. You know, he wants you to form your own conclusions about what his music means.
and what his hollow messages mean.
Okay. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna explore, or are
Should be
we
a lot
gonna
quicker
head
than the
back to
way
the
in.
ship?
There's places to go, but
Did we go in there?
We didn't know. We only went the other way from here. So this sort of side of the map.
Ooh. I can't resist some spinning blades of death.
No, no, of course. Who can?
I can't. Right. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, you're good.
What is this place?
Ah, I see you come to our fan factory. The Bog Planet, the most famed site in our Bog Planet is, of course, the Fan Factory.
I mean, you've got to have something to pump out all that foul-smelling bog air. Yeah, like you just need ventilation. I mean, I'm guessing whatever the glowy ball thing at the top is just gets really hot. Well. I like that you took out your lightsaber in a last-ditch effort there.
In all fairness, those look very similar to the other things that you can climb.
Yeah. Oh, I think I hit my head against this for a long time when I was playing it, and I've got a feeling that none of the things that look like they might be things in here are actually ways to get across. But I'm not sure. Like, can you? Oh no, you can. Yeah. All right. Just. Yes.
Yeah. No, we got
that.
this.
That doesn't look dangerous at all.
The Jedi used this place to study the sphere above. I can
There you
still
go.
feel
You
the
got
excitement.
a piece of heart.
Oh, sorry. Doodle doo 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 doo. Ah, simple.
Easy. Easy.
Climbing, on the other hand, impossible.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's happening.
I want to get over to that chest, but
I think you've got to get through that window that's right behind it.
Right, let's go outside.
I think that's the bit of information that I was missing when I played it. But yeah, see if there's a way around.
What's?
Maybe not. I think you might have to, because it opens up more as you play.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a place you come back to later and rediscover.
We got to make this place just as structurally unsound as we can.
Pit props, brilliant. You can hold the roof up with the force, right?
Well, you could, but that sounds like a lot of effort. I think, we just got to see whether this place is gonna be collapsing. I think we can't really leave a place looking better than when it
worse than Grease does.
started. Oh no! Not sure I fancy fighting that guy.
So Sam just found a boss, but there is a big purple thing behind it, so you can get another bit of not piece of heart.
Well, can I?
Yeah, it's just a big one of those guys. Oh. Now that's thinking with portals.
Bogling was killed. Is it trying to?
Wow.
Yeah, no. Fine.
I need help. Well, we sure outsmarted that. Poor Ogobogdo, he's just been sitting there for God knows how long waiting for someone to come see him, and he's just like, oh, you took my purple thing.
Look,
You left me all alone.
if you really wanted the purple thing, then you would have done something with it, wouldn't you?
I think I laughed so hard I severed the connection on my headphones. I've just plugged them in, I can hear you again. Oh, wow.
Okay.
So there is a way, there is a secret where you can, if you can get on top of the roof of that room where the Ogobogdo was, there's actually a hole in the roof and you can jump in and take off half its health. So that might be the way.
Okay. No, let's give it the old college try. We'll give it. Oh God, no! We're back to EVs. Those are
That might
EVs.
be it though. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Where is he? Oh, there's more than one hole. Be really useful
he's on
if
that
I.
one, yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that adds up.
But that's definitely how to do it.
Right, what did I say we'd get to in the end? 10. I got 3
10,
deaths
yeah,
left.
got 3. A challenge, 10 deaths or less in the whole game. We're on 7 before we've left the first planet. Jedi Master.
Right.
To be fair, like, I am teasing Sam, but I had died a lot more than this by this point in the game.
Okay. I see ya. I'm gonna get my stuff back at least.
Yeah. Yeah, just get your stuff and run if you don't want to. Oh!
Huh?
Or can you wait till he forgets you're there and then stab him in the back? Is
Wait.
he going to forget you're there?
Can I just go round?
Just keep doing it.
Can I just go round and do it again?
Yeah, give it a
Wait
try.
a minute.
Give it a try.
Is that why there's so many holes in the ceiling, so you can get him anywhere he goes?
I mean, I don't think so, but it's worth a try, right?
Look, it's not quite the equivalent of lobbing stink bombs over the wall to the Capra demon, but
Oh, is that
it's
a thing
close.
you can do?
Yeah,
That would have saved me a lot of time.
It really wouldn't. It takes so long.
You didn't see how many times I died to the Capra demon. Okay, let's find out.
No, we. Oh! He gets his health back! The jammy guy!
I mean, he's probably got his own little Jedi meditation spot down there that he's not sharing with you.
This guy's a true
Master of the
Jedi.
Force. Darth Bogdo. We meet again.
Stim here.
Wow, BD just ignored that one. Huh?
Like, I
Capricious.
I'll give you some drugs when you want them, but like,
Yeah, on my own time. Actually, genuinely, they don't. When you call for them, there's not a fixed speed that you get them. Like, sometimes you get them straight away, and sometimes you'll get them like fully 10 seconds later.
good.
Like, it's really inconsistent.
Right, I see a ship. Going down there.
We'll come back for that guy, everyone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
you know, we'll get him later when at some point. At some point, we'll have the rematch. But I think he's just he's wrecking us right now.
Don't fall behind, BD1.
Right, we got two new
Pass the
planets
test.
we could go to.
So you knew about BD1?
Come on board. We'll talk.
I want to
inside.
see where they are, you know.
Oh, BD1, this is Grease. Hey, Grease.
What is that? Get off my sofa!
That's a robot.
Get out of there! Get out!
That is
Grease
BD1.
becomes our favorite
Who's the
character.
I don't care who it is. Do you have any idea how hard it is to get oil stains out of petroleum fabric?
Not really.
Oh, I hope you
Wow,
found
that
something
guy
better
just
out
does
there
not
than this
care.
droid.
Oh, calm down, Breeze. He did. Tell us, Cal.
Oh, he got some
The vault was
flowers.
built by an ancient civilization called the Zepho. A Jedi
feel like
named
such
Eno
a
Cordova hid something
Failure
inside
in
of it.
this flower
Did
collecting
he hide
simulator.
inside?
A holocron from the archives. It contains a list of Force-sensitive children.
The next generation of Jedi. I knew it! Oh, Cordova, you old fool.
You knew him?
Yes. A long time ago.
Wait,
I
Is
was
this
his apprentice.
the next generation from
Cordova
him,
was
or
a
like?
loner. And that little droid and I are probably the only ones that know about the guy.
Because
Hold on, wait a minute.
I
wait a
feel
minute.
like if it's
what?
people
A
his
holocron.
age, like they've already
Stores information
figured
but
it
only
out. They're-
accessible to
they've-
Jedi.
they've
Hell,
No,
already-
because
I
he's
have
the only
around
one.
here.
That's not a generation. That's one guy.
Use the Force.
Oh,
Wait, is that
how did you get the Tesseract?
is that
Like-
is that the holocron though?
They-
This is Master Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh.
I regret to report that both our Jedi Order and the Republic have fallen.
Oh, Ewan, you just love being Obi-Wan.
With that list of Force sensitives, we could rebuild the Jedi Order and defeat the Empire.
Another
Okay, no
happy
problem.
landing.
Let's get it.
Well, except the holocron.
Oh,
is
we're
the only
absolutely
beacon
gonna
inside the
kill
vault,
the
and to get it, we have
Force
to follow
children,
Cordova's
right?
path. He mentioned something about planet Dathomir and
what?
a Zepho planet.
Sorry, what?
I'm just asking because I was thinking of maybe making some food.
Like,
Look,
you know,
before we do anything,
Well, no, actually, sorry, Jan, you've mentioned that murders find less its
No longer
children.
Jedi.
In Star Wars, though, Darth Vader kills a bunch
an
of children in
experience
that one film, doesn't he?
Changed my
And then, they
I
kind of just let that
myself
slide.
off
They just
from the
decide he's
Force.
good again in Return of the Jedi.
but you still want to rebuild
We
the
don't
Order.
really assess
I
that.
believe that
Like,
rebuilding
what
the
makes Darth
Order
Vader
is
good?
the
He
best
stops
chance we have against
the
the
Emperor from
Empire.
murdering Luke, and
What do you believe?
I feel like if there's
so he's
anything
good
we've
because he
learned-
didn't want to see his son butchered
Believe I
before his
can't keep
eyes.
hiding
But
from the Empire, so
I don't know.
really
I
have
just
a
don't
choice.
think it
As
sort of.
long as you're alive, you will
No,
always
I
I don't
think-
think it undoes what he did.
I think the redemption entirely comes from removing the helmet. If you take your helmet off, then you're
We're
a
in.
good guy. Otherwise,
Dathomir
you know,
Zepho.
stormtroopers,
It's
they
your
don't
choice.
take
Oh,
their
that,
helmets
you know what? That's a
off.
good
They're
point.
bad
That's a good
guys.
point. That's a good point. Maybe that's why Judge Dredd never takes his helmet off, because he's a cop.
You definitely. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But no, like he's only a good guy because what he throws the Emperor into a pit and he saves Luke. And the thing about Sith is they're trained from the moment they become Sith that one day they will murder their Sith master and become the Sith master themselves. So Darth Vader didn't turn good; he just completed a really major ongoing project at work. He was really productive at work that day.
Right.
At evil work. New lightsaber?
With... Okay.
Yeah, they'll do.
We're changing it up a bit. We're sticking with blue.
I mean, you're wrong, but fine. You know, it's really weird that his place of inner peace and balance is this hellscape with a slowly exploding planet in the distance and just a barren wasteland of marble with arcane etchings.
It does feel...
It's not the place that the good guy goes to for rest.
Have you played Dishonored?
I have. I couldn't get into it.
It really feels like the place the outsider takes you.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Seer, can you feel the Force at all?
Yes. But instead of opening up, I push it back down. The exact opposite of what you should do.
Out there, I remembered something about myself before the purge. It was painful, but like I found a piece of myself.
That's good.
That movie
You're
Well-
ready
changes
to
you.
embrace the
That
Force
movie
again.
changes you.
How can you say that?
Because I know what it means to live without it.
Okay, I'll keep trying.
Go cold turkey from Slasher Fix.
You've got to...
Slasher Fix? Slasher Films? Oh, boy.
Right, we've got to search Zepho. But there's also...
There is Dathomir. So Dathomir is an evil planet. It's evil.
How evil.
It's pretty evil. I mean, like, go there and see how long you live, sort of evil. Like, literally. Like, it is basically letting you skip to the last level if you want to. It's that kind of thing. But, you know, if you want to just walk in there and see what it's like, it'd probably be funny.
You said you can see it's evil because it's red, but, like, I don't know, that's definitely magenta. That's...
Well, yeah,
sort
that's
of
just an
hot
extremely
pink.
angry red, you know? It's sort of apoplectic evil.
Here we go. Zephyr.
But yeah, it's evil. It's where Darth Maul's from.
You know, you never told me how you became.
I know
reckon
too
Darth
much
Maul
about Star.
gets-
Considering I started this stream saying like I don't really like Star
Oh,
Wars,
yeah.
like it's fun. Like, I want to like it, but I just can't.
You have no idea what a secret is.
Not a clue. Seek things.
Yes.
Oh,
They're
I
Jedi
think
sent to
Darth
find
Maul just gets a
dumb
bad
Force
rep.
users.
Like,
Like the ones on that hologram.
I think it's a bit space racism.
Oh, whoa.
Just
you know what
if
this
you're
means.
bright red
I didn't
and
discover Cal.
you've got horns and
No, it means
you know,
I'm a seeker too.
I think you're just gonna get a bad
Guess so.
reputation. And
Just because you look like a demon doesn't mean you're a demon.
exactly.
I mean, you might be a demon,
All right, kids,
but
sit down.
you know, people should judge you by your demonic actions, not your demonic visage.
And tell me, you know, in the other films where you see 1,000 hours of council meetings, do you ever see representatives of Zepho there?
Zephyr or Dathomir here?
Dathomir, sorry.
Oh yeah, no, the demonic community is not represented properly
Exactly.
in Star Wars. So,
It's-
yeah.
It's entirely space racism, and
Are we just waiting to travel across the galaxy?
I think so.
Oh no, he needs us to sit down.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, we're stuck in
I-
hyperspace forever. Until whoa!
I did not have
Storm brewing down
my
there.
seat
might
back
not be the
upright
best
and
time
my
to land.
tray table in
Something
its upright
strange.
and locked
Those
position.
winds are interfering with our comms.
I
If Cordova mentioned
apologize.
something about peace in the eye of the storm, well, I could
Well,
just
you're
make out a
smoking as
settlement
well.
in the middle of it.
Then we have to get there.
Copy that.
So, we're talking over the entirety of this story. If anyone's watching this for the story, we apologize, but also
Couple
not
bumps
really.
ain't gonna kill you, kid. Unless the wind picks up.
We're after
You
we're
tell
after a
that bastard
holocron.
to
It's
keep
gonna
his
tell us
opinion to
where
himself.
I'm
people
sure
who
everything
we might be able to train to be Jedi
Under
someday
control,
are,
just a little
but
tricky.
also
It feels
also
like
the people with the red lightsabers want to find it too, because they want to stop that exact same thing.
Okay, hold on.
you know, maybe I am being silly here, but I feel like
Huh,
if I had
perfect landing.
people
Easy money, baby.
coming
I'm
to
still
hunt
getting
me
a lot
down
of interference
and
on the comms. It's gonna take me a
our
minute to
entire
get them back
order,
up.
I probably wouldn't
I'll
keep
search for signs of Cordova in the
a
meantime.
registered list of
Good.
everyone that was
I'll be in
in
touch.
the order.
Practice.
Well, yeah, but that's why they hid it beneath like a game's worth of bullshit tasks.
Cal,
You know?
you did good work on Bogano. The more
That
information we
only
gather
the
on
Joker
Cordova
can
and Zephyr,
best.
the closer we'll get to stopping
Right,
the
she
Empire.
she says I
heard
did
these
good
cultures, but don't
work
know
on
much about them.
Pagano, but I
I
feel
only
like
heard
that's
Cordova
just
was
because she
obsessed with Zephyr.
She
didn't
wasn't
see
there.
me
Teachings
fighting
to be
oogly
important.
boogly.
She was intrigued by the mysteries of our galaxy. You better get moving. There's a lot to learn here. Good luck.
Oh, you know, Len, you are right. It is, once again, it is still about child murder. It's all child murder in this series.
Like, I feel
Child murder or child indoctrination. It's like one of the two, always.
like okay, real facts here. Yes, the people with red lightsabers want to do child murder, but I feel like the people with other lightsabers still want to do child murder, just on different people.
Wait, how are you getting that?
Just the Jedi are bastards.
Oh, I mean, for sure.
Oh. Oh, we're at the space. We're at a station. You know what that means? I think, you know, it's an obvious point in the stream. To have a quick game of Mornington Crescent.
Mornington Crescent. Okay, well, who's going first?
As we're at the station, I feel like
All right then.
the obvious thing to do is play the Littleton variation, where you can have
Oh, yeah, I can do this,
inversions,
I
but
can do
only
that.
linear inversions.
Linear, okay, fine.
And of course, there's no crossing the river unless you are accompanied by a robot.
What about on the Emirates? Can we play by Emirates rules? Is that too
Because
advanced
you're
for you?
technically flying, that is fine.
Okay, right. That's
So,
okay.
if you'd like to start out.
Oh, well, do you know what we were complaining about it earlier? Monument.
Oh, monument. Now, I couldn't go over to King's Cross.
Oh
'cause
no,
that would
no,
be
no.
a dual inversion, wouldn't it? So, let's go down to Uxbridge.
Uxbridge. Okay. Well, Ah, yes.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to forgive me. This is very unsporting, but you left yourself wide open. I'm gonna say Vauxhall.
Ooh. Now that is a sneaky move, but you forget I've been playing this much longer than you have.
Let's get going, BD1.
We're gonna go to
It's locked.
Westminster.
Westminster. Oh come on.
It's locked down.
Westminster. So if I just hop, skip, and Islington.
No, you're not accompanied by a robot.
Fuck, you're right. Okay, changing tag, Elephant and Castle.
Ooh, Elephant and Castle. Let's
Watch out, BD.
go.
You don't look friendly.
Ah! 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 Let's
The
go
Furbies
to-
on this planet are nowhere near as good as the ones on Pagano.
Yeah, I think. Sorry, you went
here, BD1.
Elephant
I went to
Castle.
Elephant Castle, yeah.
That's not moving.
Let's go down to. Heathrow Terminal 3.
Heathrow Terminal 3.
Ah, you
I didn't. I
see
didn't.
that
I
one
didn't
coming.
realize we were playing Zone 6 Plus. That's.
Sorry, I should have been more specific in the rules.
Well, okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. But we're gonna next time we play this, we're gonna shore up actually what's fair game and what's not fair game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay. You just gotta, you know, it's the first stream, everyone. We gotta, you know, we gotta really feel out what's working and what's not working. But yeah, okay. Mornington Crescent. Let's Mansion House.
Mansion now.
Mansion
Mornington
House.
Crescent.
Oh, I left myself wide open there, didn't I? Okay. That's one to Sam. Sam wins Mornington Crescent.
Perfect.
Sorry, Frank. I know. But one day I will prove that I am the greater Londoner than Sam.
You know, I'm not sure if Mornington Crescent is always an indicator of the quality of Londoner, but
Well, it depends. You know,
BD1.
it's a friendly game. You know, I don't want to make it too personal. It's a friendly game. So you've seen some rats and you're going home then.
yeah. I think, you know, the bog planet was just for me, so
You'd rather go to the blighted hellscape of Dathomir,
yeah.
hang with the demons.
You know, I just really hate public transport, so seeing the station, it was just a bit much.
Frank's helping us out there on the chat / apologizing for our bullshit.
You know, I think there's just plenty that Americans have got to learn, and I think though that I've definitely heard of an American variation on Mornington Crescent.
Oh, you could probably play it with I think an NYC version would work. Ooh, that's brutal. I hadn't noticed they were just munching on a stormtrooper there.
Like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, they're looking right at you. Oh, that's scary.
I might not have noticed them. Oh, I knew it was going to.
Also, it's been brought to our attention. We're being very not just London specific. We're being very US specific
Yep.
as well. Because
Yeah,
there's
no,
lots
that's
of people
fair.
on the chat who are not from London and not from anywhere in America either. You should press X.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh.
Hurry.
You see, not only has Sam very gamely decided we're playing this game on hard mode, but he's also setting himself the challenge of yeah, just setting himself the challenge of just trying to get through this whole game without ever using the lock-on button. In a game that is very definitely about strafing and dodging.
I might slightly have forgotten they exist, but that's fine. It's probably not too necessary. I basically did the same thing for
Oh, I think
the
you've got a,
entirety of Dark Souls 2, and I got through that. So
I think there might be a place to have a nap behind you.
oh
If you need a nap, that looks like a place to have a nap.
yeah, that seems like a reasonable idea.
I think there needs to be some clearer way to mark a bonfire in this game. Because it...
Oh,
Oh, no, that was a disturbing nap.
Mother used this fabric to keep her child warm. They were on the run from something.
Was it Oggo Bogdola?
in this dark place they were hiding.
Stim crate. Should be here. Wait, can you carry more? Thanks,
I get more
BD1.
drugs.
You get more drugs. Frank is Frank's.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Never would
Frank,
I have.
You just explained Mornington Crescent in a way so as to get someone to say that Mornington Crescent makes sense. And
Yeah, do you know what you've preserved? You've managed to explain Mornington Crescent without revealing the deepest secrets of the intricacies of Mornington Crescent rules, and you're just you're protecting the
Cal, can you hear me?
protecting the
The
secret
Empire.
knowledge.
They found Zeppo.
If they were following the Mantis, we would have been swarmed already.
Could they be looking for the tombs?
Let's hope not. Just got our comms working. I'll try the same workaround to crack into theirs.
Oh, those are guns. Are the intruders
Oh.
rats? There's something really satisfying about parrying the lasers.
yeah.
Like, just boom.
Oh, someone's house. Can I break it? Oh. Wait. No.
No. Maybe one day.
BD1, over here.
I don't think there's ever been a game like that apart from Metal Gear Rising. Maybe Metal Gear Rising.
Oh.
Or you can just... Metal Gear Rising, you can slice anything in that game. Even if it just really
An intruder. Heard that?
does you no favors and has no points, you can cut anything in that game. Oh, okay, there we go. There's 8.
Well. Wait, do I keep my health packs?
Oh yeah, you'll keep the extra stims, but your XP is on that stormtrooper now.
Ah, that's fine. Didn't go too far.
Nah, you're okay. We're just gonna run back to where we died with the janky leg animation. Oh,
Sometimes you just got to eat a stormtrooper.
yeah.
Like,
I'm just happy. Yan is a recruit to the way of Mornington,
yeah.
and I couldn't be more proud, Yan.
Oh, you came out a different hole. That's low. No, that seems unfair. Yeah.
But
Okay.
look, they're
I
they're
gotta get
determined,
that.
you know. They
thing.
really want to eat those stormtroopers.
Wrong button.
Did you forget where your lightsaber was?
Maybe I shouldn't have hit him. You're too quick.
Stim?
Nice.
I didn't check out
what's
if
up
there's
there?
anything here.
Oh, you can definitely climb that. Okay, that really looks like it should be climbable, right?
Okay. Yeah. No. It is. I'm just bad at climbing.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
So what was in there?
It bodes well that there's not full damage.
BD1, over here.
Oh, okay, so there's your gold guy.
Have you seen my rations anywhere? Insurgent! I'm sure we'll beat you.
Hey. Well, I think you pretty definitively got your revenge there.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Right, we got this. I am.
Hurting Jedi?
See, that's the problem. I think maybe people join the Jedi Order with nothing but the purest of hearts and intentions, and then they get given a lightsaber and they're like, "Oh, this is sick," and then it's just a slippery slope to murdering children from there.
Like, I think it's just one of those inevitabilities. Like, you
Don't fall behind
try
me,
as
one.
you might. Try as you might. You get a lightsaber in your hands, and just sort of, you gotta do some murder. It's gotta happen.
That's the thing. Like, if whoever had invented a lightsaber wanted it to be used for good, and to protect others, they would have made that light shield we were talking about. But instead, they made something unbelievably sick.
You know, either that or a light pen.
A light pen?
Which is lucky because it would be mightier than the lightsaber.
Found you, intruder.
You didn't find him. Oh. I mean, I can understand from a marketing point of view why they don't let the lightsabers actually dismember you, but
Don't fall behind, one.
it would be brutal.
Like, you know.
You are just unflappable. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got shot in the back of the head there, and you just didn't flinch.
You win, traitor.
Okay.
I mean, light shields would be sick, but they'd be a different sort. They'd be a very sort of space paladin sick, you know?
Yeah. It depends. Is it like a light great shield where it's like a tower shield that's massive, or is it like a light buckler and you can basically just use it as a round sword?
Oh, I mean, I was thinking more like a sort of like a hoplite shield, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like really form a wall of those. In fact, actually thinking about it, I think that's a thing in Star Wars. But obviously not as sick as the ones we're imagining. That would be impossible. Okay.
Got my life.
Leveled up.
You know, just as you do sometimes.
And a shortcut.
Oh, interesting.
So that's good. And everyone's back. Everyone's back. You see, this is where, folks. This is where the limitations of that Dark Souls formula come in. As soon as you stop the immediate context of the game being Dark Souls, because you know, in these games, when you go to the bonfire and you rest, you get your health back. All the enemies come back to life. And in Dark Souls, that makes sense because all the enemies are undead, just like you were. And, you know, in Bloodborne, it kind of makes sense because it's very unclear in Bloodborne what's real and what's a dream and whether the distinction matters. In Star Wars, in this game, everything just comes back to life. Like, you can't even...
Hey,
I mean, it's fine, it's a video game, but...
have you seen Carl lately? No, Carl died. But it's fine. He's just going to be home a bit late to Susan tonight because the Jedi's not found anywhere to meditate yet. It's fine. Once he does, Carl will be back up and running. He'll be fine.
But there's a problem even with that, okay? There's a problem even with that because then Carl's mates, they've got no incentive to kill the Jedi. Because if they kill the Jedi, he can't rest and meditate, and then Carl's gone forever, you know? Maybe that's why stormtroopers, whilst they shoot at you, they never actually hit you. They gotta make a show of trying to hit you. But if they actually get you, then Carl's gone forever.
Why are you?
Oh, you need pushing powers.
Oh.
Or pulling powers from the other side, I guess. So, yeah, that's...
Rip.
Your way's got to be behind you somewhere, I guess.
Oh, does that?
Oh, there you go. That's a way.
Okay.
So you got to get onto the building there somehow, and then work your way to that door.
Go get him. Get away, command will kill him. Got a hit on the target.
Wait, they said kill. They didn't say destroy.
You made your last mistake.
That's good. That stormtrooper believes in you.
Oh.
Yeah, you've made your last mistake. Like, it's going to be smooth sailing from now on.
It's all uphill from here.
Yeah,
Do you hear that, Cal?
Thank you, Stormtrooper.
You hear that knockoff, Archie? It's... Everything's coming up, Cal.
Coming up, Kestis.
Right. Where we're going.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like you already need to be up there by that point.
Yeah.
Because none of that looks climbable to me. So I reckon you go back to the... So you know how you came out
that I can attack.
You know when you went to the bonfire and you came out on the roofs? Can you jump over from there and just follow the block along? Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you can make your way. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Nah, we got this.
Yeah, no, I can confirm deflecting their lasers so they hit them. That's very satisfying. Like,
Come on, let's get him.
well, that's one way to reply to that.
He's just not on the ball. He doesn't really care.
Confirmed. I'm just gonna start. Oh,
he went along this pipe onto that roof. Not sure
Where did you go?
where he could possibly
I was trying to
be.
do my job. You keep running away from me, and I don't have a gun for some reason. Just this shitty little stick. Why are they sending all these people into battle without guns?
I mean, that is part of my question on the Jedi. Like, I get that your main weapon is your lightsaber. That's what you fight to be most honorable. But like, surely at some point something ranged has got to be useful. Like, ever.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I can tell, like the reason is snobbery. Like, in the first one, which I guess is the fourth one, the first time you see a lightsaber Obi-Wan goes, oh, it's less haphazard and less clumsy and random than a gun. So I guess that's a shortcut you can make when you can pull things, but you can't pull things.
Yeah, no, just look at my Tinder history. Sorry.
You need to learn that inanimate objects can't reply to you on Tinder.
I know, you know, but sometimes, look, if I make a profile for the kettle, maybe it'll respond to me. Maybe it'll tell me why.
Kettle. You can get smart kettles.
Like, maybe the kettle will tell me why it takes longer to boil in the mornings rather than the evenings. Like,
wait, is that a thing?
Feels like it. But maybe that's just because I'm waiting for coffee in the mornings.
Yeah, that's true. It feels a lot more urgent in the mornings. Because you're in a hurry, you've got to get out, you've got to get, you know... Or you've got to get set up if you're working from home and...
What's that mean, what?
Yeah, I see that. It's all subjective, isn't it? Our brains create our own little realities. And that's kind of beautiful.
Oh! We found the light switch!
It's very disappointing now the lights are on you. It's a very mundane sort of cave. I was liking all the creepy shadows.
It's... like, it's impressively deep.
Oh, yeah.
Just, you know, usually if I make a... I don't often design caves, but when I do...
It's not
like,
the sort of thing you do design, really. Rip that stormtrooper and that... Oh no. Oh no. Well, that told him.
That is...
That told him.
That is half a creature.
That's the thing, lightsabers can cut anything except people. True fact. It's just one of the basic laws of physics.
Oh!
Looks like a problem.
It's a goat!
You're a space goat!
He's a space goat.
You're pretty adorable, I'm not gonna lie. Oof. Oh! Took a horn off, but that was about it. Oh, that's so many horns. Like, that's gotta make a good curry, right?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's got like its cute little beak, like, I don't know, like, I felt bad every time I beat one of them.
Yeah.
There's just...
It's weird, it's got a beak, but it's
oh, it's
got,
gone
like,
now.
It's got a beak,
So
but
much
it's
for
got
that.
teeth.
Oh, so, guy up here has a rocket launcher. I think, yeah,
Whoop.
he has a rocket launcher.
Whoop. Whoop.
I'm gonna suggest get the guy with the rocket launcher.
I gotta see where the hell this guy is.
I'm gonna stop you.
Ah!
Giving up, I guess. Fine with me.
Toss it. Give me
Pop
stim.
it. Twist it.
Patched up.
Yeah, it's that guy up there. To be fair, I think he's also shot most of his friends.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it's, he's got no, he's got no remorse about it either. He's just like, well, I just wish they'd been children.
Yeah.
This is the Star Wars way.
Wait. Oh, come on, it's right there. Let me at least have a rocket launcher.
It's clumsy and random. You're not allowed it. Too clumsy, too random.
Oh! Ah!
Well, you tried.
Bit early.
I think you might have been a bit too keen there. Smashing it. Right. Oh!
We got this. Probably.
Yeah, like, nothing could possibly go wrong here. Oh, he's going for... Oh! I was like, is he going to go for it? Is he going to go for it? And you did. Too clumsy, too random. Well,
I mean, does
like,
describe...
I would see that over most Fast and Furious movies. I'm not gonna lie, Frank. Oh. Guys, pause for a moment. Does anyone know how to use these guns?
Oh, we got a shortcut?
Which way do the guns face?
Oh, we're going in the cave.
Yeah, now you don't have to hop over the little windmill things. Whee! I'm trying, but it's too slippy. Oh, yeah, there's a rope. I like how his whole body animation goes completely stiff when he's climbing the rope. It's just... like, this is a beautiful game. This is a beautiful looking game, but some of the animation is hilarious. Oh!
I should have gone back into the cave to get up.
You're okay. Just take them slowly. Okay, if you can get the one on the hill before that other guy comes up, you got this. You got this. Okay. Now just take it slowly. You nearly had it. You nearly had it. Jedi are pro gun control and anti sword control.
Sometimes you just gotta let people wander around with swords.
Oh, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is a long way back. Oh no, sorry. Is this cave number 2? Or is this cave number 1?
This is cave number 2 because I let it up.
Okay, it's not that bad.
But I didn't actually look where the shortcut exit came out. If it came out to here.
I think you can still take advantage of it. I think it's round near the guy with the rocket launcher. But your map will show it. It'll be on your map. You have a whole very confusing map.
Yeah.
That is almost... you'll find it. You'll find it.
Yeah, no, it's back here, right?
Okay, alright, okay. That's good. Yeah. And
Because
you don't have to fight the rocket launcher guy.
down here was where I died, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
They should really show you where you die, because you have to go there to get your XP back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, come on, whoever made this game several years ago. And is definitely still updating it after all this time.
Oh, that's a bit ominous.
Just because it's red doesn't mean it's evil.
Like,
What am I saying? It's Star Wars.
yeah, I'm sorry, but Star Wars is sort of, just because it's red definitely means it's evil.
In the rotation since I left Pagano,
Oh, just ignoring Brian Eno now.
Ew.
Shoot him. This one's good. Stop blocking and fight.
That is me fighting. Yeah, I think I bypassed rocket
Yeah.
launcher by...
Enemy closing in.
Whoa!
Yeah, which means where I died is real close. That's fine.
One day
I'll
One day
learn
Sam
to
will
lock
find the lock-on button.
Throw it!
But it is not this day.
I need some meds, BD1. Way too close.
I need my fix, BD1.
Can't do that, can he?
I feel so bad for these guys. They clearly just
Look, they're definitely paid hourly.
That's not fair. We're here to shoot rats.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
You're not
It's
strong enough with the
crumbling
force, but there is a fan though.
It's crumbling
I
stone.
can't
If
push it.
there's one thing that a lightsaber should be able to do, it's something that's already falling apart. Hey, come on. Up. Up.
Truly a Dark Souls game.
Did you get anything from that? Besides hitting the face with a rat.
I don't think I got anything useful. I think I got voice memo.
So, Len, the stormtroopers at this moment
Seer, there's
in...
a transport
oh,
ship
God.
leaving the Empire's base.
Here I go again. Stormtroopers at this moment, they're not clones.
Does that mean?
So the clones were retired, by which I mean they were shot in the head. I think there's a TV show about that.
But
I'm not sure.
There's still no results. I wonder what's
But the original generation of clone troopers were forcibly retired at some point, and I think at this point they're just regular recruits, because they had clones because they needed an army very, very quickly. But I think it's a Solid Snake situation. I think they age prematurely as well.
Where the hell am I going? Right, I've got a
But
map.
yeah, stormtroopers also need to unionize.
Oh, there's a path there.
Okay. Well, another place to come back to.
Once we have a scomp link.
Oh, I mean, you got to get your scomp link. It's just a standard bit of equipment. How did we miss that? Oh, and there's a bonfire.
Oh. Okay, we got some skills. I could go for some more
Good.
more slowdown if I remember to use it.
Dash strike.
I'll probably use that without realizing, so
Sure.
can't hurt.
I've got a feeling like whenever they put in a big skill tree.
That doesn't pause the
great,
game.
Great time to look in the map when someone's got. That's a light shield.
That's a light shield.
Well, it didn't help him, did it?
Can I have
Maybe
it?
they're not as good as we've been saying.
Wait, you had stormtroopers dig. Why did you have
they're looking for the
stormtroopers
remains
digging?
of the Zeppo or the Zepho or whatever they are. But those are the guys who we were fighting earlier, right?
You know.
That poor guy.
I feel like using them as soldiers is a more productive use of stormtroopers than.
Well, they probably purged all the proper archaeologists. Is that pipe? Oh. Ooh.
Come back here. What's that?
I like how he's like, no, come back here. I wanted to open the box. You always open the boxes every time we find a box. You never let me open a box.
Okay.
Yeah, that's our guy. Ooh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, that's a shortcut to
Yeah.
to your nap place.
Oh,
rocket launcher. Oh, that rat took a bullet for you. That's your lucky rat. And just like that, your temporary alliance with the rat is over.
look, sometimes.
No, that rat's non-hostile, right? Oh no. No, he saved your life.
Yeah. Look, he'll make for some.
Sam
good eating
is
later.
a cold bastard. Sam's the sort of Jedi who goes rogue and kills a bunch of children.
Sometimes they just gotta die.
Sam's the sort of Padawan who's entrusted with a lightsaber, turns it on, goes, now we're thinking with portals, and then suddenly it's all hacking and murdering.
I think that's, as previously discussed, I think that's just all Jedi.
We will not be able to fulfill our directive here. It is my recommendation that we disband the project and leave a token outpost to keep scavengers from stealing our technology.
He's like, please boss, this is a terrible job and we don't want to do it anymore.
This is the first time I've ever seen it mentioned in any sort of Star Wars medium that they care about their stuff. Like, normally they just sort of leave entire planets just full of crap.
I mean, to be fair, it's not much of a garrison, is it?
He's moving.
Hurry! Shit, we didn't train for one that was moving.
I need one.
All the target dummies, they couldn't move. Why? No. When I lock on, I've got this.
Yeah, I mean,
I just need to remember to lock on.
I think the thing is, this is a game about strafing and parrying and dodging, locking on. It's where it's at, man. Think you might want to slow those down. It's just
I had to see.
Just a suspicion. I mean, this is one way to mine. It seems
slamming equipment.
Yeah, it seems a little bit like taking a hammer to a pearl, but it's also not really making much of a dent on the cliffside. But it's so dramatic, like 10 out of 10 for style.
I got a.
All right then, I guess you can go in. Poor cow. Oh. Holy crap.
That was a climby wall, not a runny wall.
Yeah, to be fair, I read that as a climbing wall as well.
You need to move fast.
But stop here to meditate. Move fast, but you know.
Move fast, but not so fast that you can't, you know.
But remember to take a moment to breathe. Center yourself. So the little droid standing there just going like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Not platforming, obviously.
You know, I love it when games give you Uncharted is like this as well. They give you this really dramatic thing that is just beautiful. The experience is beautifully paced if you do it flawlessly. But of course, you never do it flawlessly, so it takes you like 10 minutes of this really kills the moment, you know? One of the problems with games. It's okay, you're not dead yet.
He's hurting. He's evading.
Help! BD1!
We've got a commentator here, like a play-by-play.
Smash him. I can't fight anymore.
Stim! Now!
I wish that were true. Yeah.
Well, he couldn't fight it. Maybe he's not saying he's giving up. He's just saying he's too old for this.
I was one day away from retirement.
Sam, that is year 10.
Okay. So from now on, it's a permadeath.
I'm gonna say no. But folks, we're about to hit the top of the hour now. It's going to be 9 o'clock. That has gone by really, really quickly. I'm going to say, since we're standing right on a meditation spot now, what do you reckon, Sam? Do you reckon we just save, call it here for the night? We'll pick this up later because I'm having fun.
Yeah, no. Sounds like a plan to me. Let's get that.
But yeah, that went by like that. That was 3 hours. Awesome.
Okay, it has been great having you join us for the stream.
Thank you, folks. You know, we're going to try and do more of this. We're going to try and make it a regular thing, hopefully a weekly schedule. Maybe not 3-hour sessions every week, but, you know, Sam and I, we're going to go away. We're doing this because it's a bank holiday here. You know, Sam doesn't have to work. I wasn't working today. I don't know whether it's going to be same Twitch time, same Twitch channel, but we will let you know whenever it is. If you miss it, we're going to be uploading the footage from all these streams to our YouTube. So if you do miss one, it's going to be up there soon afterwards, so don't worry about that.
And we will be keeping everything up to date on Twitter. So if you're not following, go follow at Kofi Asam on Twitter. And we will let you know when the next stream will be.
Yeah, and if you liked it, tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people who you don't know at all, and make new friends. Betray them and make new enemies. Hatch a diabolical plot to destroy your enemies, and come back next week and begin the process again. Oh, and subscribe. Is that a thing you can do on Twitch? I don't know Twitch.
You can follow us here on Twitch. You can watch out on Twitter. We'll put up a YouTube video of this stream at some point.
We will.
So watch out for the link of that, and then you can subscribe on our YouTube. And yeah,
we're going to keep playing this, and then we've got some other ideas for playthroughs we might try after this, depending on what we're feeling like. Okay. All right, folks. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to head off now, but take care. We'll see you next week.